Where do I go? What tournament? Calgary. Everything's up here. Where? Gate. What? Oh, fuck it. Oh my God. It looks like a lot of numbers. It looks like a big mess. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes it's not even in English. Sometimes it's in the country that you're in. English is not always the universal language all the time. Look at all those things. You recognize Philadelphia, Calgary, Nassau, Ottawa, right? Cancun. You recognize all that stuff. You know how you can make sure it works for you all the time? Get there early. No matter what you're doing, get there early. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're on a layover and you got to run. Always ask, hey, where's gate so-and-so? How do I get to so-and-so? If you don't know, the minute you get off the plane, find somebody and say, I need to get to gate so-and-so. Oh, yeah, and run. Why? So my friend in Mexico, you've probably seen him a couple times, Kim, he's, here, I'll show you what it looks like. There's Kim. On your right-hand side, and that's in a Mexican forest, and there's JD and me. So my friend Kim is going to be going to travel to the States for the first time, and he's actually going to the Michigan. He's going to Michigan for the Monster game, and he called me in a panic. He texted me and he said, "Hey, what do I do? How do I pack? I don't know what to do." I said, I got an idea. I could tell you what to do, but if we did a video about you coming over and me showing you all the tools and tricks that I do to fly, maybe it can even almost be like a public service, right? So other people that are flying or traveling can go, oh yeah, okay, I could do that and I could do that. And we're also having Mechanic on. Mechanic, he doesn't fix planes, so maybe he does, but Mechanic is the leader of, where is it here? Let me just bring it up here. There we go. That's the venomous ducks. And why am I talking about all of this? Why am I talking about the Kim Gonzalez and the venomous ducks and the monster game and the travel and all of this crazy stuff? Because Kim has never traveled before. He's never been to the States. He's been in touch with Mechanic and the venomous ducks, and they said, let's get you out here. And he's like, I don't know. That's how Kim talks. I don't know. And so we said, so they said, no, we're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. We're going to get you out here. So they've been trying, and finally, guess what? COVID hit. Doesn't matter. He's still coming out. He's coming out. He's going to be out here. He's going to be also, we're also going to be connecting him with the International Paintball Bridge. You can see Mexico down there and Michigan's in the middle. He's going to be popping over there too. Here's the deal. He's coming out. He's going to be become an honorary member of the Venomous Ducks. He's going to be hanging out with Mechanic and everybody else. And you guys will get a chance to meet him. But before he gets on that plane, he needs to know how to pack. He needs to know what this thing is, or how to properly hold your passport, or make sure that your ticket is on your phone. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to help him out. Hopefully we're helping you guys out. And we're all going to be kumbaya. Ready? Let's do this. All right. There's Kim. There's Mechanic. What's up, boys?
Where's Kim? There he is.
Hello, everyone.
Kim is staring at us. Kim, how is your internet connection?
Kind of getting a little bit laggy, but okay.
Oh my God,
Hello,
this
everyone.
Mexican laggy stuff. I can't deal with this. All right, so let's introduce everybody. Let's introduce everybody. Kim. Kim.
Yes, sir.
Dude, come on. Mechanic, this is going to kill me.
You know what?
Is
You can
this-
punch him when he gets up here.
I'm gonna punch him right now. I'm
See
gonna
me
like.
now?
I can see you, but it's like very like. Yo, ese vato, ay cabrón, pinche pendejo, ay. That's how slow it is.
He's got some serious lag going.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how it is? That's how we got to deal with it. If it is, then I'm just gonna be like, I'll wait for your answers.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So we better? Is it cool now? Do you need to get closer to the power source, maybe to the router or something, or are we good?
So what's up? So it is.
What's-
I should start just talking about myself. Like, yes, it is gonna be my first time traveling to the U.S. or pretty much anywhere. So I'm very excited. Thank you, Venomous Ducks, for the opportunity. Mechanic, you know how grateful I am to you. They've done quite a lot, to say the least, to get me there. That's why I'm here, asking for Reaper's help, so I don't mess it up. Because it is gonna be awesome. It is actually gonna be a dream come true for me. I've been saying this since I started playing paintball and since I found out about the Helldivers. Today, Tipman World Challenge was my goal, but things changed. Mechanic told me about this monster game, and it sounded even better. It's still taking place in Hell Survivors, and it's a whole bunch of hardcore players attending the event, just having fun. And that's all that matters to me in the end. So I said, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like great, but it's all be coming together finally.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm a bit nervous about this traveling stuff, about what to do, what not to do. I've been talking to Mechanic a lot about how anxious I am, where to go, where to report, and whatnot. And that's why we're here, right? I mean, please, everyone in the comments, just
I
type
think that's
your
why we're
tips
here. I
to-
thought this was the.
to
I
help
thought this
me
was the.
out.
See, look. He can't hear me. I have to look, Kim. I thought this was the International Cooking Show.
Why not?
He's got some serious lag time going.
Dude, he's got. I could. You know what? I could probably send a letter and it'll get there quicker. Kim.
I talk with Kim on damn near a weekly basis. I can give you a rundown. His dream, as funny as it sounds to a lot of people, was to play Tipman World Challenge. And over the years, of course, the industry's kind of consolidated. So Tipman is now owned by Empire. So now it's not Tipman World Challenge, it's GI World Challenge. And the game's kind of, it's starting to grow again, but it's also not as big as it was in its heyday. When I first played Tipman World Challenge, we were dealing with like 2,000 players in the field.
Whoa.
And that was back in the early 90s. Now it's right now between COVID and the economy, it's kind of shrunk down.
Yeah.
So last year, Dave Massey, the owner of HSI, opened up Monster Game and made it a bring your own paint game. And he had just stinking smoking deals on the paint. So we tried to get him down here for that one last year. But somebody, and I'm not going to mention anybody's name, Kim, his passport expired, his visa expired. So it was kind of that last year was in the toilet. So we kind of focused on this year. And I've been on the boy's ass, just on him constantly about getting his passport, his visa updated. Now he's all updated. He's ready to go. So as soon as I found out that he was on that, I took up a collection, mostly from the venomous ducks, probably $100 from outside sources, the rest of it from me. Got him his plane ticket. So he is going to be flying from Guadalajara to Texas to Michigan. And
Wow.
it's, I understand he is just completely freaking. He's wigging out. He's never done anything like this before. I personally have told him to travel light.
Okay.
Underwear, socks, what have you. We'll take care of pretty much everything else.
Okay.
I haven't flown in over 20 years. And in the military, I flew all the time.
Right.
And I'm at the point in my life where if I can't drive there, I'm not going.
Nice. I like it. Well, listen, you guys, listen. If you don't know Mechanic, I've known him for a very, very long time, and he's a really cool cat. He's really connected to our game. He really loves our sport, and you can see what he's doing about this, where he's going out of his way to make sure a player from another country, Mexico, can come and play. And I've played several times with Kim while I was in Mexico. He's just a great guy, and we're really actually he's is he wearing one of my shirts? Are you wearing my what shirt are you wearing, Kim?
Commando.
There we go. He's wearing one of the shirts I gave him, the Commando D-Day shirt from Canada, and so he's freaking out and he's saying, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to travel, what to do, all this kind of stuff. So we're going to kind of do that today, kind of show you guys and I guess Kim, give them some tips. Now, everybody has a different way of traveling, obviously. I'm probably maybe a little bit opposite of Mechanic, but we're going to come to a happy medium on this. I'm also traveling with more stuff because of the position because of what I do in the sport. So, okay. So basically I've got a bag. The way that I look at it is I've got 3 bags. Okay. So I've got the check-in bag, and the check-in bag is going to have all my kit in it. It's going to have everything that Reaper would wear, the helmet, the vest, the boots, everything's in that kind of, plus my guns if I'm traveling domestically. All of my stuff that I need to wear for my event. And I basically have 2 sets of everything in there, except for my vest, my boots, my helmet, my mask. I pretty much have 2 shirts and 2 undershirts and 2 pair of socks and 1 kilt. So when I go there, I don't have to do any laundry. I don't have to wash my clothes the night before and then have to worry about them getting dry or losing them. So I can basically have two changes of clothes for my kit as far as that's concerned. I have another bag that's called the carry-on bag, and it depends on the airline how big it is. If you buy a bag, they have basically carry-on bags that are basically already pretty much going to fit their requirements, but don't overstack it, because what happens is they have this metal area that you drop the bag in sometimes, and sometimes they don't care, but sometimes they do. And if it doesn't fit in that metal bag, you're gonna have to start taking stuff out. And if you take stuff out, you're gonna have to do maybe either Sophie's choice of what you're gonna throw away, or you're gonna have to start putting stuff on like you're a homeless guy and wear a bunch of stuff, right? So you're gonna have to decide on that one too. The last bag that I have is my backpack. And in my backpack, I have all my electronic items, all my iPad, my computer, everything that I need to use while I'm at the airport, while I'm flying, and while I'm on location too. Okay. Now, the second bag that I told you about, so I got feedback from somebody. Somebody's like, listen. Anyway, so the middle bag that I told you about, the second bag, that has a lot of my souvenirs, a lot of the stuff that I'm giving away to the players. When I do the Reaper Pistol Challenge, I have a lot of gifts and stuff, souvenirs from my sponsors that I give away. So pretty much that's going to be an empty bag, hopefully, when I go back home. On international travel, though, it usually gets filled up with souvenirs that people give me. So it kind of is always full. So here's what you need to do, Kim. We talked about this already, but you need to find out on American Airlines how much you can carry. Now, mechanic told you just to bring your one carry-on bag because he was in the military and that's how he travels, right? Cool. Like I told you, bring 3 different bags. You're going to have to find a happy medium and figure out like how much paintball stuff you're bringing. Like, if if you're wearing a vest or all that kind of stuff, maybe you can put everything in one bag. But I don't know about a carry-on. I would say basically just a regular check-in bag. And you could put like your, your boots, your clothes, your helmet, your all that kind of stuff in that one carry-on bag. I mean, that one check-in bag. So, mechanic, what are you thinking?
We told the travel light we're going to supply the mask, the guns, the hopper, everything but, like I said, underwear and boots. So any paintball gear he needs, we have, oh my God, I can't count how many guns we got around this house.
Okay, cool.
So, we're supplying all his paintball gear. If he wants to bring a mask, he can. But we have 5 or 6 extra masks laying around this house that are just not being moved.
Perfect.
So,
okay. Well, what about wait, Kim, are you MagFed or Hopper?
Anything.
Then that's even better. Then if you're anything, I go with what mechanic is saying, and maybe you should just like don't even bring a mask. I mean, if you want to bring your helmet, that's fine. But
no. He's got to get the full Hell Survivors experience. No helmet, man.
Oh, no helmet.
He's got to get those headshots.
Okay.
He's got to get those. Yeah, he's got to get those headshots at 289, man.
Okay. All right. So Kim, no helmet. Look at Kim's stuck.
Right.
He's not. So are you writing this down? Kim, are you writing this down?
Yes. What?
Oh, never
Are you
mind.
writing it all
Okay.
down, brother?
Okay. So listen.
I'm
Never mind.
recording it.
Oh, you're recording it. Oh, thank you for telling us, so I don't have to keep on repeating myself. All right. So anyway, okay. So then listen. No mask, no helmet. Just your basic clothes, and then
nothing.
Nothing, right? Just come in your underwear. That's perfect. Okay. So here's my question though. How long is he going to be staying, mechanic? How long is he going to be staying in
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Dude, you can't do a carry-on for 2 weeks. You need a check-in bag.
We'll take care of everything he needs up here, man.
Okay. So I'm going to leave this up to you, Kim.
See?
If I was going for 2 weeks, I would have a check-in bag and I would have all of my stuff. But if you just want to go, with 1 pair of pants or 2 pair of pants and 2 underwear or something like that, however you roll is up to you. You know what I'm saying? This isn't working.
Basically, bring what he wants to bring. I mean, he's going to need extra room on the way back because he's going to be leaving with stuff.
He said he's not going to, and I told him you are. I said you're going to be leaving with stuff. So listen.
Oh yeah,
Kim, bring a check.
He's leaving.
Bring a check-in bag, Kim. Bring a bag, and I think domestically I can have 50 pounds, and international I think is 40 pounds. You're gonna have to call American Airlines or go on American Airlines website and find out how many pounds you can carry in your bag. Okay. Now, speaking of how many pounds you can carry in your bag, there's a couple ways you can. There's a couple ways you can do this. If you don't have one of these things from Sharper Image, okay, this is basically electronic scale. Okay, and what you do is it does kilos,
Right.
and it does pounds. So if you're like measuring cocaine in kilos, it's great. You know what I'm saying? Never mind. Okay, because it does kilos. Anyway, no, but if you're going to measure however you're going to measure it, it's going to be fine. So basically what happens is you hook this to your bag, you lift it up, and it'll tell you what, where you're at, like how much pounds, whatever. Here's another tip I can give you guys too. If you don't have one of these things, but if you have a scale in your house, what you can do is you can weigh yourself first. You're 160 pounds, and then you take your bag and you lift it. You get back on the scale with your bag, and you weigh that with you, and then you deduct the
That's
pounds. And you can figure out how much the bag weighs. So any way that you want to do it is up to you. But again, it's always what they say about like going to a meeting. It's always better to be 5 minutes early than 1 minute late. So it's when you travel, it's the same thing. It's always better to be 5 pounds under than 1 pound over, because that 1 pound over, if the ticket agent looks at it and it says, nope, it's an extra $75, or you got to take the stuff out. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, So listen, we've got the bags under control. I would just say what you need to do, Kim, is to take a backpack with all your, maybe some like electronics, some, video, whatever, however, to keep you organized and happy, because you can't always rely on the seat in front of you that has the video. Sometimes that's out. And then the only thing that they'll do is just give you extra pretzels. They're not going to move. They might not move you. So it's better to be always pre-prepared. So what I always tell people when I fly is, when I fly, I always have my backpack full of food. I mean, if the plane ever goes down on a deserted island, I'm going to be the king because I have all the food. So bring all your favorite snacks, and
Okay.
and you can't bring any drink. You can buy drinks after TSA. So bring like two bottles or something just in case. That way you don't really have to depend on the waitress or the stewardess to bring you stuff. You know what I'm saying? So basically be prepared. And what you want to do is also have maybe an iPad, a computer, or music or something like that. So you basically just get on the plane, you sit down, and you get off the plane when you're in Michigan. Got it? Kim? Never mind.
Did we lose him?
All right. He's stuck. Anyway, Kim, listen. So Kim's recording this anyway. So I'm just going to be talking as I'm talking to the audience, and Kim can be like all he wants. All right. So Kim, and the audience, I bring a backpack. I stuff it full of everything that I need, and even more stuff that I don't need, because sometimes I'm at a hotel and they don't have stuff, or I'm traveling and they don't have stuff. So bring extra food, go to Trader Joe's or wherever you go, and just fill it full of stuff. I got it. Okay. That's my backpack.
Remember, when you go through TSA, no fingernail clippers, no knives, nothing that can be even conceived as a weapon.
That's true.
Don't do anything like that.
Okay.
Because they will confiscate it. You can only have so many ounces of shampoo, so many ounces of liquid. It's just insane right now. So, Like I said, travel as much as you can. We have this little facility down the road called Walmart. We'll pick you up shampoo, soap, underwear.
Look at that. Yeah, see that? Kim, look at that. Look at that, huh? That is cool. Those are great people, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so you've got your bag full of stuff, and now because you're only going to do a check-on bag, right? You've got a check-in bag, and so then that's done, right? So you've got you've weighed it, you've weighed your bag, you've figured out that you maybe got 5 pounds less than you need. You know what I'm saying? So there's extra room, there's wiggle room just in case. Now your passport is up to date, right?
Fucking better be.
Yeah, everything's up to date.
Okay, so let's tell everybody that you got a passport and you got a visa. And you got a visa. And you got a visa. So you guys, listen. I've never had the. Okay, fantastic. And show them your visa. Never mind. He's got a visa. See the card on the very top of his passport? So basically, I've never had to have a visa of all the countries that I've been to. And I've been to the Middle East, and I've been to all of Europe, and I've been to Japan. Never had to get a visa. There's some countries that do, or we recommend, they want you to have a visa. So he had to go through a visa process to get his visa. So now he has his visa, and he has his passport. So what I recommend that you guys do is put all that stuff together in a bag, right? So you don't go, well, where's this and where's that? Everything is in one bag. Your visa, your passport, everything that you need. We don't use paper tickets anymore, but you know the everything that you need is there, right? So in case you get frustrated or lost, and especially Kim's going to be traveling for the first time, and he can be very nervous like that day of. But if you're completely pre-packed, Kim, if you completely have everything, like you have your visa and everything inside, like maybe 2 days before, so you're not so nervous, put everything inside your backpack and it's all ready to go, right? And don't do any shopping the last 2 days, because you're going to be, it's like when people go shopping when they're hungry, right? That's the worst thing you can do. It was like, oh, I like caviar. Wait, I could use that, right? And you're like, okay, don't. Go shopping a week before and get all your shit out of the way and get it all organized and put it in the corner. So when it's the morning that your dad's going to take you in that beat up Ford truck that he has that he picked us up in, listen, all you got to do is grab your stuff and put it in the truck and you're good to go. There's not going to be any, did I miss anything? You know what I'm saying? Good. Because I know you're stuck, but don't worry about it. Well, everybody else is listening, so don't worry about it. Okay, so you guys listen. Make sure that you've downloaded your e-ticket, like man. Make sure you download your electronic ticket. And here's another tip you can do too. A lot of times what people do is they get their ticket on their email, and then they're like, okay, well, I'll just check my email when I get to the airport. Wait, there's no internet connection. Oh, what am I going to do now? Well, now you're screwed. So what I recommend that you do, everybody, is when you have your phone on and you can see your email with your registration, with whatever the number is, take a shot of it. Do a screenshot of it. Now it's a picture and it's not on the internet. Do you understand? Now it's in your pictures. So if you ever get to a situation where you don't have any internet connection, you can at least bring up your picture and you can see your thing. Are you with me on this one, Kim?
I screenshot and
Screenshot your ticket. Yeah? All right. Never mind. I'm moving on. Okay. Poor guy. He's stuck. All right. So yeah.
I thought my internet was bad, man.
What's that?
I thought my internet was bad.
Yours is bad too. His is worse.
Yeah.
But okay. So
we're in the
right.
sticks out here, man.
I know you are. Okay. So here's the other thing, you guys. I have to call my wife. See you soon at PBX Vapor. Kim, safe travels. All right, Kim. All right. So listen. So here's the other one, Kim. They always recommend for international flight, you get there 3 hours ahead of time, and for domestic 2 hours. With the COVID and things closing and people taking extra time, if you want to get there 4 hours, it's a long time. But I always tell people, and I've been to the Mexican airport several times, and sometimes it can be kind of funky. So I'm just going to tell you this: get there as early as you can. They recommend 3 hours, maybe 3 hours. You can always hang out and wait, but at least you're there. And if you get there late and then you're running to your gate, and all of a sudden it says, "Oh no, we've switched it to C35, not A35," and that might be a mile away. And now you're going to be a sweaty mess by the time you get to your thing. So get there early, find out where the gate is. Hang out, get a nice seat, get some electricity, plug it in, and then you're there. You've got it under control. Here's the other thing I want you guys to do, if you haven't done this already, is download this app called Flight Status, and it's free. Kim, can you see that? He's on the 3 hour. I can hear him right now, and he's on the. If you get there 3 hours at 4, man, that's a big lag, dude. Anyway, you guys, listen. Download Flight Status. It's free. You can put your flight status. You can put your flight in there. It'll tell you the gate change, where it's landing, if it's coming in, what's happening. I got stuck one time on an airline, and they were like, well, they didn't know what to tell anybody. Nobody knew anything. Flight Status did. So I knew right away which gate they were switching over to, and I was able to run to it and got in front of the line. So Flight Status. And then what else? Travel light, like Mechanic said. Yeah, pack less than you probably need. Always bring gifts for your hosts. Yes. Are you listening to me, Kim? No, it's not just Kim.
Okay.
It's not just Kim. Listen, it's not just Kim. I'm not Kim. I'm just not telling this just to Kim. I'm talking to all you guys. When you get invited to go someplace, it's always nice to bring, something from your home country or something like that and say, thank you very much for inviting me. And here's a little token of the appreciation kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Don't do cocaine, Kim. Yeah, Kim, don't do cocaine. No. Anyway.
I fully intend to put him back, bring him here for 2 weeks, completely corrupt the boy, put him back on the plane, and have his dad call me a week after saying, what the hell did you do to my son?
What did you do to my son?
He's going to go back to Mexico with a taste for vodka, redheads,
and listen to music. Listen to you. And country. Did you say country music? Nice.
No, loud rock and roll, preferably Pink Floyd.
I love country. I love Pink Floyd too. All right. So anyway, so listen. So as far as again, I don't know what you have, Kim. Monster Game is in a month from now. It's basically it's
in a
month and a half, right?
He's 32 days till he gets on the plane.
Okay. I don't know, Kim, if you've already bought your bag. You might want to go buy a bag for your travel, just to have it. Again, something nice. The really good thing is maybe a bag with wheels, so you don't have to drag it through the airport. And a bag with wheels that actually has the pull-out thing, so it'll be longer, so you're not like having to stretch over, right?
Okay.
Okay. So the other thing too is I always take an inventory of what's in my bag, whether it's a picture or whatever. I take a picture, an inventory. And the other thing that I do is I take Ziploc ties. You know the Ziploc ties? Those they're Ziploc. I guess they're called Ziplocs, right? I Ziploc my bag on both my everywhere that it's opening. I don't Ziploc it too tight, but I Ziploc it maybe about that much. And then if TSA needs to, they can get into and break it. But if it's like the average maybe guy, like the what's it called? If TSA gets into it, they'll cut it and then they'll put a note in there saying this has been inspected by the TSA. If you don't have those on there and TSA didn't touch it, maybe some other person might, especially in Mexico. I'm not sure, but it's been well documented that people go through other people's bags, the workers, to take stuff out. Okay, so if you have at least this, what's that?
It's the bag handlers. The bag,
right?
There's so many videos of the bag handlers, even zippered suitcases. They pop the zippers, go through the bags. Even if there's a lock on the zippers, they'll pop the zippers, and then they just run the zippers back around and seal it back up. So nothing valuable actually in your cargo bag, because they'll seal it, man.
Listen, it happens. So again, a Ziploc on mine, what I do, it's a good deterrent. It's going to take them, if they don't have a knife or a clipper, it's going to take them extra time, and they might just say, "Oh, fuck that bag," and they'll go to somebody else's kind of thing. So that's all. Buy some zip ties, and where's the keys? I don't know the keys. Here. Where's the keys? Buy some zip ties. The strong ones, right? Buy some big, thick zip ties and pop those on there. Okay, and what else do we have? Okay, so now your bag is packed. You have hopefully under 40 pounds in, or whatever their number is. You got everything else packed. You got zip ties packed, locked on there. You're good to go. Everything's in the corner. The day of whatever time you're being picked up, all you have to do is grab your stuff and go. Bring a hoodie also, and then it's going to be July when we're there, so it's not going to be so cold at night, right?
It will not be cold here.
Okay, so dress accordingly if you're going to wear shorts or short sleeve shirts or that kind of stuff. But on the plane, though, you should always bring a hoodie, because the plane can get cold sometimes, or actually the terminal can get cold sometimes. And they don't give out blankets, I don't think, anymore, unless it's an international flight. So it's always best to bring a hoodie and maybe a long pair of pants on the plane. Yeah? Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so what else do we got?
From what I'm hearing, you speak better English than I do, man. That's pretty wild.
Wait, what's that? What?
I said, from what I can hear from Kim, he speaks better English than I do. That's pretty wild.
Oh, no. No, that's very funny. Okay, listen. Always, okay, this is another thing you might want to consider. I've done it a couple times. You have, I know you're being picked up by a mechanic, and you're going to be trusting your phone for everything. But if your phone dies, you're going to be like, what do I do? Maybe just make a hard copy of his phone number on a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? Make a hard copy of his phone number on a piece of paper, put it someplace, and then also you can maybe make a name tag that says, my name is Kim, I'm from Mexico, and I'm lost. And you can just you don't have to do that.
He gets off the plane and sees this, man.
Yeah, well, wait, but the problem is though, he's not going to get off the plane and see that. He's got to get off the plane and then walk however through the terminal and everything like that, and then he will see that magic jersey that says Venomous Duck. But a lot of times though, listen, I've been to Detroit many times. Either mechanic is going to be able to find a nice parking place where he can go and pick you up, or he's going to have to circle around and catch you. What were you planning on doing?
Right now, I just read that travel through DTE is down 80%. So I shouldn't have a whole lot of trouble finding parking.
Okay, so you're going to do more of the parking and then go pick him up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically what I'm going to do is pull in short-term parking, whatever. And like I said, it's down 80% right now, thanks to COVID.
Nice.
So I'll be there early. I'm one of those guys that I'm always early for every stinking thing.
Cool. All right, that's good. Okay. Sometimes
he'll get customs and baggage, and he'll see my smiling face.
Nice. Okay. So listen, sometimes what happens is in Detroit or a lot of the other airports is that my guys will actually just go they'll circle around, and then we'll be on the phone with them and say, okay, yeah, I'm here, come out and pick me up, that kind of thing. Or sometimes they'll park, either way. But Kim, your responsibility is to get on the plane in Mexico and to get off the plane in Detroit. Okay. So once you've done that, once you've accomplished that, and you walk through the terminal and everything, and you're going to see mechanic, and then he'll walk you out to where your bags are, like the carousel for the bag, and then you're on your way. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
If you understand. Okay, there we go.
Okay. So Kim, tell us about your fears, your anxieties, your worries about this travel. Hopefully, we've been able to put a lot of it to rest. But tell us what you're what you're going crazy about right now.
Yeah. Well, everything's good. Like, it's better. At least things are clearer now.
Okay. Do you still have any
Um,
worries or concerns about everything? Anything? What's your biggest concern?
no, well, no, not really. Everything's already been. I'm glad we this, this stream or transmission or whatever. It's been really helpful because it's my first time doing it. That came out wrong, but you know what I mean. Um, I was probably a bit nervous about this whole e-ticket thing because the only thing I got was a number and schedule a program to follow between when the plane is going to start, when it's supposed to arrive to destination, and then second plane that I should get um from Texas to Detroit. And I was kind of like nervous about that transition between planes
Oh,
because
so wait, there's going to be a layover?
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a short layover in Texas. I think it's 2 hours or so,
But
maybe more.
is it a plane change layover, or does he see on the plane?
That's a plane change layover.
It's
So he'll be out of the plane in the terminal.
Okay.
So he'll have plenty of time to get to the next gate.
Okay, cool.
My advice to you, Kim, would be once you get off the plane, find the gate you're supposed to be at, and then camp out there.
Yeah.
You'll have time if you want to go out. Leave the gate area, grab a snack or what have you. You'll have plenty of time to grab a snack and then be back at the gate.
Okay, so Kim, the other thing too is your seating. Are you seating in window, aisle? What do you got? Did you choose it yet? Did they assign it?
I'm not sure about it.
I think I put them on the aisle because now the way they work it, you buy the tickets, then you have to pay for the seat.
Right.
So I think I put them on the aisle.
Okay, cool.
And the reason I put them on the aisle was it's easier to get to the bathroom or what have you when you're on the plane instead of having to crawl over two people.
Correct. Well, the other thing too, Kim, is also when you're in the aisle, and you've got a layover like this where you got to do a connection flight. It's good to get off the plane as soon as possible, because if you don't, and then there's this, the clock is ticking for you to basically get to the other connection, and you've never been to that airport. You don't know how long it is. You don't know if you have to take a train. I know Dallas has trains inside the airport that you have to, you have to take. So it's always best to.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's always best to find out. And you can do the research right now. You can figure out that you'll be coming into Dallas Airport, and then you can see if there's when you're going to be getting, maybe where the hub is for American Airlines or something. But basically, what we're just saying is that if you got an aisle seat, take advantage of that when the plane empties, because what happens a lot of times is if you have a window seat or whatever else, you got to wait for all these people and whatever else. Get out of the plane. Okay? Be polite. Don't push any old women down or something like that. But you know what I'm saying?
No.
Just be polite.
No.
But okay. So then the other thing too is, like Mechanic said, when you get off the plane, ask right away. Ask the counter, the lady at the counter or the man at the counter, and say, "Here's my ticket. I need to transfer. I need to go to so and so," and they'll say, "Oh, it's gate number so and so," and then just listen to what she's saying, and then do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, try
Yeah,
to use the bathroom. Try to use the bathroom at on the terminal before you get on the plane. You know what I'm saying? He's recording it. I can hear that he's recording it. Okay, so try to use the terminal before. Try to use the bathroom when you're in the terminal and not when you're on the plane. And then what else? That's it. I mean, the other thing is, I think you don't have to worry. Like I said, if you take a picture of your e-ticket, then you're guaranteed to have that just in case you don't have internet connection. And then I can't think of anything else. What mechanic? What do you got?
Like I said, it's been over 20 years since I've flown. I think we pretty much covered everything. Other than Kim, relax. I can already tell you're starting to wig out again. You're gonna be fine, little brother. Just you'll get on the plane. If you're feeling a little bit of anxiety, ask for a drink. You're old enough. Ask for a drink.
No,
they'll give you a shot of whatever you want. Vodka, orange juice, get a good screwdriver going. And just relax. Enjoy the flight. Like I said, I put you in the aisle, and the reason I put you in the aisle, it's easy to get on and off the plane. And plus, if you got little kids running up and down the aisle, you can trip them. That's always a blast.
That's always fun. All right. But Kim, listen. Kim, also too. I understand what mechanic is saying, and I know that you're not a big drinker, Kim. But you want to be aware of your surroundings. So, like, if you take a Xanax or if you take some other kind of Ativan or something that's gonna make you like this, you might end up in Israel. You know what I'm saying? Your plane might go on without you to someplace else. So I got some techniques for you if you want, and the techniques that I learned, because I used to be a bad flyer until I became a celebrity, and then I had to fly over the world, and then I had to deal with it. But the funny thing is, I used to tell people I wasn't claustrophobic until I got married, and then I became claustrophobic. So, but anyway, listen, Kim, it's very safe to fly. Try if you want to. You can even make friends with the person sitting next to you. Chat them up. They might even be Mexican. I bet they might even be Mexican because you're flying from Mexico, American Airlines. I bet there's going to be. Okay, I bet there's going to be an Amwala or a El Jefe or something sitting next to you that you can probably chat up, and they'll make you less nervous. The other thing too is there's techniques that I'm going to show you that the audience is also watching. They can see too. So are you watching? Are you ready for your techniques to calm down? Yeah, ready? Cool. The first thing you can do is right here between your eyes. If you tap it, tap between your eyes, right here, just between your eyes, just tap it. Like that. That actually, you can go online.
What?
I'm not making this up. Go online and you can see. Go online, you can check it out. You can see that actually does a lot to calm people down. There's actually nerves there that will calm you down if you tap between your eyes. The other thing you can do also is do 10 taps between your eyes. The other thing you can do also is I do 10 deep breaths. Whether you're about to get on the plane or whether you're in the terminal or whatever else, I do 10 deep breaths. So you do a deep breath in, hold it, and then let it out. And maybe sometimes you might need to do 15 or something like that. But you're gonna see that if you start to get nervous or you can start to get anxious because there's a lot of people or whatever else, just do this 10 deep breaths and it'll calm you down. And it's amazing. So again, you can use them, do as many times as you want. Just don't hyperventilate, and then you're going to pass out. But just use the 10 deep breaths method. Anytime you feel like you're what's going on? I don't get it. The other thing too is your English is perfect, so you don't have to worry about that. Just ask questions. Always ask questions, either to the person next to you or to a stewardess, waiter, steward, whatever else. Just ask questions. How do I get here? How do I get there? How do I get there? Okay.
And when you go through customs, when you go through customs, No jokes. These pricks have no sense of humor. So just be very serious with them. Be very straightforward with them. TSA and customs, they have absolutely no sense of humor.
Right.
So trust me, I can tell you firsthand, don't try to be a smart ass with them. They'll strip search you in a heartbeat.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, so that's it. But just again, what I'd also do, Kim, for you, it might be also a good thing to do, is if maybe you have all of your travel information down on a piece of paper, so you have mechanic's name, address, phone number, and then basically the dates of Monster Game, that kind of stuff, because maybe TSA might go, we don't believe you, or because when you check into the country, you have to check in. And they might say, what are you doing here? How long are you going to be here? And you go, well, this is my
Yeah, I was
host.
thinking
Basically.
about that too.
Yeah. So this is my host. And then here's all my information, and here's this, and I'm going to this paintball game, and da-da-da, right?
Okay.
Okay. So there you go. All right. So once you get there, you're going to be hanging out with these cool cats. All right. So give us a little bit of a story here. These are the venomous ducks, and they are one of the cool cats of the Michigan paintball scene. I recognize a couple people in there. I recognize you. I recognize your wife. I recognize over the Overfields. I recognize Wolf. I
There's
recognize. Who else is in there?
And by the way, in this picture, Wolf is wearing Kim's jersey.
Yes, that's cool. That's nice.
Yeah, we got the Overfields. We've got me. We got Jen, who's, by the way, not my wife.
Wait a minute. When did she stop being your wife?
She's not my wife. We're not married.
I thought. Well, what? But you guys are a pair. You're an item. You're a couple.
So
wait. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. You guys are a couple, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough in California.
But most of the rest, I don't. From what I'm seeing, it's kind of hard to see that small. But
who's my friend that's deaf?
Yeah, you got the Overfields. You got me, Jen, Wolf. You got Matt in there.
Who's my friend that's deaf?
Oh, Ian.
Yeah,
and
Ian's right there too.
Yep, there's Ian right there. Let's see. I'm seeing Robbie Cooley, Slow Joe, me, Jen, Wolf, Mike Massey, a couple of the die guys, Ian, Leslie, Sean Bingle, Robin, Liz, and the other ones I can't really make out in this. So
no worries.
A couple of the die guys.
All right, and then tell everybody how amazing Jen's food is. You guys always have a buffet there at your tent.
We will either. We're trying to decide right now. Do we want to barbecue like we did a couple years ago, or do we want to get takeout? Have it catered like we did last year. Right now, we're kind of debating. We're probably going to have a barbecue like we did a couple years ago. So we're going to have pork, hamburgers, brats. Don't worry, this boy ain't going to starve.
Nice. Kim, you got it going on, man. Congratulations. You won the lottery on this one. This is the paintball lottery.
I know.
All right, Kim. So listen, Kim, have we put your mind at ease? Are you a little bit more relaxed now about this trip?
Yes, very much. It's
cool.
My mind a lot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, you have me and you have Mechanic to call if you have any questions or anything like that. And again, if you are over prepared, which is cool, and if you give yourself plenty of time, you're not going to have to panic. Do you understand? Because everything is just now up to that that old truck that your dad drives to get you to the airport?
Oh yeah, you know
Okay.
that.
That truck, that's just going to get you to the airport, and to get to the airport at least 3 hours early, and that's it. You are on your way. I would also, if I were you, I would also contact mechanic, either text or whatever else, and tell them that you're at the airport and you're on your way.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Thank
All right.
you so much.
Okay, you guys,
Yes.
listen. I think we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. Mechanic, what do we got? Anything you want to say before we say goodbye?
Yeah. Since there's a couple of games that shut down in other states. Just want Kim to know those people that like Ion and the other game, they're all going to be kind of gravitating towards HSI because Michigan's still apparently one of the we have COVID under control here apparently. So last year we had about 1,200 players for Monster Game. I'd expect around $2,000, 2,000 for this year. So
Okay.
it's going to be a huge game. Everybody from Ion and the other game that closed down, they're all gravitating towards HSI.
Okay, so you guys listen, and that is actually a very true statement. So basically, all around the Midwest, there's a lot of games that are closing, and basically, Monster Game is becoming the place to go. So we hope to see you at Monster Game, and also we're doing a Monster Game pre-bash, and I hope you guys are going to be there. You guys know about our Monster Game pre-bash, right? It's going to be at Oakland Paintball Park.
It's where?
At Oakland Paintball Park. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, I know where it's at. Probably won't be able to make that one. I still have still got working days. So
Well, wait a minute. But when's Kim arriving?
he's arriving the Sunday prior to the game.
Let's get him to the bash. Let's get him to the bash. Let's get him to how can we get him? How far are you from Oakland Paintball Park? Do we have to get him picked up or what?
Might have to get him picked up because if I go, who's going to drive home?
There you go. Okay, cool. So hang on a second though. Let me ask you a question. If we can get him picked up, and because the game is the next day or that Friday, we can basically have him maybe hang out. If you think about it that way, yeah. Okay. So listen, Kim, we've got a really big event that we're doing on the Thursday before Monster Game, and it's called the Monster Bash, and it's going to be at a lake. It's going to be at a paintball park that's next to a lake where there's boats and everything like that. You're already here, you know what I'm saying? So you might as well go to this thing. So what we need to do is Mechanic and I will contact each other and figure out the distances. Let me see. Mechanic, where are you?
Fowlerville. We're right about here.
Okay, hang on. Where? Okay, and then where's Hell Survivors?
It's about the same area. We're only 20 miles from Hell Survivors.
Then this is a done deal.
By the way, the door is still open for you to come and stay here.
I know, listen, and I'm looking forward to it, okay? So one of these days that I stay a long time, I will do that. But here's the deal. You're about 20 minutes away from Hell Survivors, right?
20 miles, yeah, about half
20
a
miles.
mile.
That's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do, Kim, is we're going to figure out the logistics, and we'll get you picked up on Thursday. I'm coming in. I don't know what time I'm coming in on Thursday, but we'll get you picked up, and then you'll enjoy the Monster Bash with us, because that's basically like the pregame of the big event. Yeah. Okay. So cool. So let's work all those details out, and that'll be cool. Okay. So you guys listen. Mechanic, your inspiration to the game. Wow. Listen. Hey, Mechanic.
Yeah.
You're getting a big thumbs up from Los Angeles.
Really?
Mechanic, you're an inspiration to the game. Thank you very much. Yes. Good job, brother. All right. There you go.
I do it for him.
Thank you.
All right. So listen, all right, you guys, we are going to call this one, we're going to pull the plug on this one. Hang on one second while I put you guys down in the green room. I'm going to close out the show, and I'll see you in a minute, okay?
All right.
All right, you guys. See
All
you in a
right.
minute. See you in a minute. How was that? All right, cool. And I hope you guys learned something too from the my travel experience and his uneasiness. He was kind of really like, you know, he's never traveled before. So, you know, now we've got people that have, that can give him experience and say, don't worry about it. So that's it. All right. So you guys, we've got a bunch of cool shows coming up, and like what was mentioned, a lot of the events in the Midwest are being canceled, but Monster Game is not being canceled. So if you guys had any plans to do any events around that area at that time, and they're not doing their events, come join us. We're looking at about $2,000. We don't know how many people, but yeah, and we're all gonna be social distancing. So don't worry about that. All right, cool. Let me just do this, and let me do this one here, and let me pop this guy up here like that. All right, cool. All right. So my parting shot, my the bonus ball that I'm gonna talk to you about is this one. Risking is better than regretting. And the reason I'm bringing that one up is exactly because of Kim's situation. He, in his world, he's taking a risk to do this, to come out to get on a plane and to have this amazing time. So I don't want him to be an old man laying in his bed saying to himself, "Oh, I wish I would have. I wish I could have. I wish I should have. I wish I'd." No, you guys don't do that stuff. Look, risking is better than regretting. Take the risk, whatever it is. Don't listen to these naysayers. Don't listen to people who are like, you can't do that. You don't have this. You don't have the brains. You don't have the funds. You don't have the resources. Forget it. Just do it. Look at me, dude. I'm just doing things. I'm not a team guy. I'm just me. I'm just doing it. And if it doesn't work, I didn't lose. I learned. Okay? There's no losing, just learning. You guys look at that, huh? Risking is better than regretting. Go out there, have a good time. Enjoy your life. And I'll shoot you soon. Bye.